Gems, it's Cinderella OG and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 2 of 12 Days of Cinderella. I hope you guys enjoyed day 1. I saw a lot of great feedback and I'm really excited to go ahead and get into day 2, which is another video that a lot of people have been requesting for me to do. So as y'all can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about something today that you guys have been requesting for a very long time, and I'm really excited to go ahead and make this video to go ahead and clear up all the questions that a lot of people have been asking me in regards to how to start a channel, how to maintain a channel, and how to, you know, make it skyrocket and be successful. Now, I don't have any algorithms or anything like that. I don't have any equations for you guys, but I think some of these tips that I have for you guys will go ahead and help you in developing your channel and starting your channel and giving you guys some new ideas. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So let's go ahead and start off with expectations. I know when people usually start off their channels, they usually expect to skyrocket as soon as they hit YouTube, because I was one of those people that thought, you know, I have a bomb personality, I have a bomb life that I'm showing, I love a lot of positivity, a lot of the ideas that I have for my channel should, like, you know, get us, you know, on a nice start. But that is not what happened. It took me so long to even get 100 subscribers whenever I first came onto YouTube. So one thing that I would have to say is that expectations, although you want to like be very optimistic about your plans and, you know, you want to reach for the stars as soon as you first, like, you know, hit the ground running, it is very important to keep your expectations realistic. I'm not saying keep them low, but keep them, make your expectations a little more realistic than what you might have in mind, because you can be really discouraged and disappointed when things might not go the way that you planned on them going at first. So I wanted to go ahead and preface that before we go ahead and get into any of the details on this video. Now, I think equipment is something that a lot of people tend to ask me questions about, like what kind of cameras do I use, and what do I edit with and stuff like that. And when I first started off, like if you're a beginner, I literally used my phone for like the first year of me being a YouTuber. I used my phone, and phone cameras have gotten a lot more in depth and focused and high definition, as like way better than they used to be. I have a 10s Max right now, and this was nothing like what I had before. I had, I think, the 5C. It's either the 5C or the 6 that I was like starting off my channel with, but either way it wasn't anything special, and that is what I started off my channel using. But you know, if you would like to go ahead and get into the more expensive equipment, I went ahead and upgraded to the Canon T5. That was my next camera. It was like a bundle package for $500 plus tax. It came with everything that I thought I needed to be a YouTuber, but I slowly noticed that I wanted more. Like, I kept wanting more and more as my channel was growing. I wanted my content to be, I wanted my content to match what I felt like I was putting out, which is quality content. So I started investing in better equipment. Before I invested in like more quality equipment, I actually used to borrow cameras from friends at times. I would hire a videographer for certain projects, like my Africans versus African Americans video. I hired a videographer for that. For my lookbook, my Christmas lookbook last year, I hired a videographer for that, and for the one that I have this year, that will be coming out soon, I hired a videographer for that as well. So it depends on what the like kind of content you're going for, but if you want to just start off, there's nothing wrong with using your phone, especially with how much technology has improved throughout the years. There's nothing wrong with starting off with your phone until you're ready to go ahead and make that next step. And right now I'm even recording on a Canon 80D with a 35mm macro lens. And I know to some people that's like foreign to them. It's like, man, like I have no idea what she's talking about. And trust me, before I was a YouTuber, I had no idea what any of this meant either. But utilize YouTube if you want to be a YouTuber. Utilize that field. There's so many videos on how to build your channel, how to do things on your own. And I think that is like a big tip for any YouTuber. Utilize YouTube. That's what YouTube is for. So whenever I started on YouTube, I found that making banners, YouTube banners, and my literally my channel art, I really had fun making my channel art, because I used to make my channel art on my own. For something as simple as making like your little intro, like a very simple intro, you can use iMovie. You can use some of the filters that are on Wondershare from Wondershare Filmora, which is what I use for all of my videos. I edit with Wondershare Filmora. I have all of the effects packs, and that also does help because it literally gives you something to work with. Like, you don't have to do all the graphic design on your own. So that's something that's very helpful. I will put a link in the description box down below of how I went ahead and made my channel art for the first time. That I actually made a decent one, which is the one that you guys can see right here. I made that by myself, and I will go ahead and leave in the description box how I made it. It was very, very easy, easier than I would think, and it doesn't cost a lot to start a channel and actually start with high quality. It does not cost a lot. In fact, it's free. It's literally free. I bought Wondershare Filmora. I have a license to use it for $48 a year, I think. But whenever I first started off on my channel, I was using Windows Movie Maker, and that I was making quality videos with just that alone. Windows Movie Maker. It was very easy to use, guys. So you don't have to go ahead and get Adobe. You don't have to get Wondershare Filmora. You don't have to get, I don't even know all the other ones that they all use, but you don't have to get any of that when you're starting off. I think that is for more high, like not high def, but more advanced editing. If you would like to get into that, I don't even get into advanced editing. I just do the quick boom chop and it's done, you know? So think about like what your content is, and then like that is how you will create quality content, but without breaking your bank either. So that is it in terms of equipment. That is all that I use personally. That's all that I've used throughout time. And you know, as my channel has grown, I've wanted my content to look like what I have, the vision I have in my head is what I want my content to look. So I invest into making my content look like as crisp as this. So now let's move on to content, which is I feel like the most important thing about YouTube, which is your content, guys. So my tip in terms of content would be, if you find something that your viewers really like, that they really like stuck to, and they can't stop watching from you, then stick with it and keep doing it. Because what you'll see is that if you kind of stray away from that, you're not going to get as much attention as you did with the video that might have been getting attention. And you know, there are different ways to kind of like work around content that they like. You can always do different renditions of it, and you can always introduce new things to your channel. But if you find something that they like, that like, let's say you've been putting out videos and they've never really like watched any of them, but you find that one thing that they like, I would keep on using that one thing that they like, so that they can come back for more and they know that they have something to look forward to. And then eventually, once you have that one thing, they can go ahead and trickle down and start looking at the other videos that you might take part in, and they'll appreciate literally all of your content. And I've seen it happen for so many other YouTubers. Like, they'll start doing something else, but it doesn't get as much attention. So when they start doing one thing that blows up or is super popular, people will want to start seeing more of them, so they'll start engaging in all of the other passion projects that they've had in the past or in the future. Another tip that I have about content is study the trends of social media. If you find something on Twitter or Instagram that might be popping real quick, then make a video about it, or make a video that kind of relates to what you're doing. I know for beauty gurus, if they see something that's really popular, like a new outfit that Rihanna wore, or a new makeup look that Beyonce did, or anything from like a music video, or like, you know, I'm relating it to music, but I think y'all are catching my drift. Study the trends and try to cater to the trends, because that will also bring more attention to your channel, attention to your videos. My next tip would have to be stay engaged with your followers, whether it's in the comment section or on your social media. your followers like to be involved in maybe the planning of how you make your YouTube videos, and how, like, what opinions they have in regards to improving your channel and anything like that. I get a lot of my ideas from my subscribers, so it's really helpful to be engaged with them on social media. And another thing that you need to do on social media is promote yourself on social media. Use all of your platforms: Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Use all of those platforms. Use your hashtags, all of that, to go ahead and promote your brand. Utilize your friends. Have your friends go ahead and retweet, like, share everything that you're doing, because 9 times out of 10, the person that you might not think will blow you up could blow you up. My top 2 tips, like, I'm just gonna lay them out for you guys right now. 1, stay consistent, because if you're not consistent, like, I had a 4-month absence from YouTube one time. 4 months, and everyone was like, what you doing? I wasn't as popular at the time, but I had a 4-month absence, and I was even like, you know what, I don't even feel like doing videos or anything like that. That was when I was going through an episode, so yeah. Stay consistent, because the more consistent you are, the more traffic you are bringing to your channel. As long as you keep putting videos out, people will keep coming to watch them. And my last and most important tip would be, guys, be yourself. Like, be yourself on YouTube, because, like, people can really see past the whole cookie cutter nonsense or anything. I know I tried to do, whenever I first came on my channel, I tried to be all prim and proper. I tried to, like, make sure people thought I was, like, you know, this little innocent little girl or whatever. But the reality of it is, like, once your personality comes out, people will appreciate that more than you being the little YouTuber that's like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go ahead and paint my nails for you, and I hope you guys really like it. Like, it's nothing special, but I just wanted to show you guys how I paint my nails. And yeah, stay tuned. People are going to prefer the real side of you as opposed to the cookie cutter side of YouTube. I know, like, it kind of looks like that's what the norm is. That's what people are supposed to be like on YouTube. But honestly, once you find your niche, once you find your real self, your personality that shines, like, immensely, that no one can ever, like, hide, then people really appreciate who you really are. So I hope all of these tips helped you guys. Really, it's all about staying consistent, staying true to yourself, and using your resources. YouTube has plenty of resources, and I just wanted to get across that, you know, there's no algorithm, there's no equation to really have a successful channel, but with these tips it can definitely help you guys out. So with that being said, I will go ahead and see you guys in day 3 of 12 Days of Cinderella, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed and beautiful gems, and I love you so much. Bye.